Okay, so good morning guys and welcome to another Ragnarok content. Today I'll be discussing one of the most important thing that you should prepare before the new server will open. If you've been playing Ragnarok Mobile in different servers for a long time, I think you already know that in the early days of a server, like first week to second week, the materials, the equips, or the loots that you will get from MVP or mini boss will be very expensive. It will be super OP. And I'll show you the difference of the price of the loots in a new server and in an old server. So here, you will see clearly that in the early days of a server, the loots in exchange are always super expensive. And also guys, the loots are not only super expensive, but also not that so many. That's why this is one thing that you don't want to miss in the early days of a server. If ever you have expensive loot, it will be very easy for you to GT and buy it. So basically you have two options to take advantage on this. First, you might spend some real money and find someone who will GT your expensive loot. Or you can just simply make an alt farmer account that can farm easily to buy your own item through GT. And that is what I will be talking about in the next part of this video. I will share one of the easiest farming accounts that you can create in the early days of the game. Take note guys, early days, meaning this might be applicable and useful only in the first to second week of the server. So maybe we can call this temporary alt farming account. And actually, I just learned this from China server. In CN, I noticed a lot of Chinese players are doing this, and I tried doing it too, and I'm so surprised with the result to the point that I am now making a content out of that experience. Okay, let's get started, and this is very simple and easy. So first, you will just create a character and then do the quest until you reach level 10, and then switch your character to an archer. And in your stats, I suggest you add 5 decks only at first and then add the rest to the Agi every time you are leveling. Because 5 decks is enough to kill this monster in our farming spot and enough not to miss any hit. So basically now we will not focus anymore in damage because it is enough. So we will be focusing in attack speed so that we can attack faster and we can kill more, so that we can gain more. And you can stay here until you become a hunter. In my experience in CN, even they are already hunter, they are still here farming. Okay, so now let's try. This is a live testing. So we will start with 1 stamina, and then we have 7,000 zenny, and we also have 1 converter. Okay, so let's do this. So here guys, after 150 stamina, our zenny, okay, so let's sell this first, and our zenny now is 380,000 zenny, and then we have 47 converters. I am not sure, but I think converters might be one of the most in-demand loots in early days. So this one is really good for a lazy players like you and me. So you don't need to think of equip set to grind. You don't need to build your characters with gears. You will just finish some quests and boom, you can now do some AFK and sleep. And also I suggest in order to maximize your account, you should create at least 2 archers or maybe 3 archers. Much better, I think. Yeah, so you need to create at least 2 archers for your alt farming account in the early days. But anyway, this Zenny might be small for you if you will compare it to the farming in older servers like Eternal Lab and Midnight Party. So I suggest don't compare it to those servers because those servers are already old and already established. And this might be not the best farmer account, but at least you have one idea on what alt farming account you can create in the early days of this new coming server. Again guys, this is just for early days. So basically, we are just doing this only because we don't want to miss the opportunity of having expensive loots in the early days. We can GT it with these alt accounts. But anyway guys, I will update you soon once I learn another new farming spot that we can use in the early days. So if you want to be updated on that thing, just click the subscribe so that you will be always the first one to be notified. Anyway guys, thank you very much and good luck to all of us in the coming new server.